Starting and growing a business, let's be real, is a lot of work. And just as hard as that work is really figuring out what to zone in on and focus when you are an entrepreneur, because there's a lot of things that you've got to manage, especially when you are a team of one getting started with your business. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't let anybody fool you. This is going to be hard work. I know there's a lot of slimy marketing out there that's going to promise you the world and going to promise you to 7 figures faster if you spend all their money on their program, which isn't going to be true. Because the truth is, most businesses don't even stay open past that 5-year mark. But I want to make sure you make it to 5 years and beyond. So I'm going to break down, what I focus on as a solo business owner for 4 years while having small children. And I'm talking about newborn, 2-year-old up to now 5 years in. They are 5 and 7. I'm going to be sharing the things that you should be focusing on to really make that consistent income every single month. So you're not wondering, am I going to make enough money this month? And make sure you stay to the end of this video because I'm going to be diving into a solution to that possible squirrel syndrome or shiny object syndrome that you may be guilty of having. I know, I do too. But through the past 2 years especially, I've really found this solution to minimize that shiny object syndrome a bit. Let me know I'm not alone out here, but actually hit that like button if you know what that squirrel syndrome is or you've fallen victim to that shiny object syndrome, because ding, I have. And let's walk through what to actually focus on so you can have a clear game plan by the end of this video to know what should be your priorities. Hey there, welcome back. And if you are brand new to my channel, hey there, my name is Trina, and I'm on a mission to help overwhelmed, burnt out entrepreneurs figure out a system to help them get consistent revenue, income, money every single month. The very first thing that you want to focus on is a simple setup. I know you're probably looking at other entrepreneurs in your niche or who you look up to, and they have this fancy funnel or sales system, right? Maybe they have a signature program, maybe they have a digital product shop, maybe they have these upsells and downsells, and you're like, wow, they really got it going on. But when you are just getting started with your business or you're just trying to hit like a consistent 10K a month, what you really need is to just sell something. So you need a product and you need to get your first purchase. Don't spend all of this time focusing on this giant course that you haven't even tested out. Try smaller things. Start getting people to try out your things at smaller price points. Then once you have people buying these smaller price point options, use these buyers. Engage with them, like send them an email thanking them and asking for their feedback or asking more about them. Ask how you can help them. Ask how you can improve that product that they bought. Ask for their feedback. In fact, when you are getting started, maybe even ask if you can jump on a call with these people, because when you can clearly start to understand who your audience is and the pain points that they're really struggling with, that is going to help you down the road as you start to build a course, because not only are you going to get feedback from them, you're going to start to learn how they talk, what words they say, and that's going to not only help you craft content to sell like a course, but help you write your sales page, help you write your email funnels, and help you write social media content. Because take it from me, I spent over 2 months creating a signature program after I quit my full-time job, and I had 4 people buy that program. And 1 person was a friend who felt bad for me. If I could go back in time, I would have focused on something smaller, like a $10 to $27, $37 price point, and loved on those people as much as possible. Like I said, getting feedback, building a relationship with them, getting testimonials, and use all of that information to create the program that I'm at now. In fact, I am doing this real time with my Video Strategy Academy program. We are in the 3rd version of this program, and I'm releasing it section by section to my clients. And I have a feedback form every single week for them to fill out and get it back to me so I can tweak the content to make it better for them, because I can see their words, I can see the pain points that they're having so that I can fix that moving forward, so anybody else who comes into the program will have a smooth sailing journey through Video Strategy Academy, but more importantly, will get results, will want to share their wins, will want to send me a testimonial. And that's how you're going to start selling more. Which leads me to the second thing that you should be focusing on. something people can buy from you, like a digital product. It doesn't have to be physical, and I'm not necessarily talking about services right now. I am going to mention services in a bit, but for this part, I'm talking about an actual digital product. If you would like me to do a video where I can share, 10 different digital products you can make over the weekend so you can start selling by Monday, leave the comment below digital products, and I'll be sure to incorporate this into my content plan for YouTube, because I really think every business owner, no matter if you're going to be a sole service provider or not, needs some type of digital product to help create some passive income. I'm coming from the standpoint that I am a service provider. We have a full-blown YouTube production agency. And before I had a team, it was just me. And I could only take on so many clients. And so that would max out my revenue ability, right? I would cap out. But where I could bring in more money are these digital products, whether it is a course, a workbook, a mini lesson, right? The revenue from these products is what actually allowed me to start hiring help, hiring a video editor, hiring a person to handle my Pinterest, and even to the point now where I have 2 full-time employees. I would not have gotten there just by doing my services, right? I would have had to really increase my pricing per month with my services, or I was able to supplement with some digital products and my course. So far, you are focusing on a simple setup. You're focusing on creating a product, and then once you have those 2 things, then you need to focus on traffic. Traffic is how you're really getting eyeballs to your offer, your sales page, your digital product options, right? And that then just comes down to a numbers game. Because on average, your product is going to sell anywhere from 2 to 5% is industry average with digital products. And so the more eyeballs, the more traffic you get to these pages, the more you are going to sell. This is where YouTube comes into play. This is why I create YouTube content, right? I'm creating this content that ultimately gets people to my offers or on my email list. A few videos back, I had an entire video about my prep system, which is my small digital product. It's $47, and I make sales on that product every single day. So just think about it. If you could make 1 sale every single day on a $47 product, that is just under $1,500 a month that you could make on the side. I love creating YouTube content, but I'm not doing it for free. And so just by creating these weekly YouTube videos and my Instagram content, that is the ultimate goal. That is creating the traffic that goes to that page and then converts into $47. And I'm gonna tell you, once somebody buys something from you, like a smaller price point thing, they're gonna be more willing or ready to wanna work with you one-on-one or buy a higher tier product, because the hardest dollar to get from somebody is that first one. So if you can give them an instant, easy yes, and you get them into your system, it is gonna be much easier to sell them something else down the line or get to work with them. Now, let's go on a quick little sidebar about traffic, because I know I've talked a lot about repurposing your content, and that is fantastic. I do think you should repurpose your content when you can, but more recently, I talked about it in last week's episode, which I'll leave a link here, about how I am creating a minimalist approach to my business. I have really pared down my content creation to YouTube and Instagram. I still think there is value for repurposing your content on multiple platforms, but for me, I want to make sure that I'm engaging with people. This is something that I have not done well enough, creating community. And so while I'm creating content here on YouTube and then I am repurposing it for Instagram, I'm making sure I'm taking the time to comment back to people, to create community on Instagram, using stories to engage with people. And the same thing with YouTube. I'm making sure I'm taking the time to engage in the comments and have conversations in the comments of this video. If you haven't commented on my video yet and you got questions for me, like, go do that now, because I come back to this video and I respond and I have conversations with you in the comments. And that's kind of what has gotten me to this point where I wasn't giving enough of my time and attention to building communities that ultimately help me get more traffic to my offers by being on so many platforms. And so that's why at this point in time in my business, as we're focusing on some other things behind the scenes, I'm only really focusing on YouTube and Instagram. And I know for me, I picked those platforms because I looked at the data. I saw most of my sales and my funnels were coming from either YouTube or Instagram. And so knowing that if I doubled down on those, that would be good because my audience is there, because that was currently how I was getting traffic. I just want to, turn it up or light it on fire, not burn it down, but, give it a kick in the butt. Talking about adding fuel to the fire or kicking it in the butt, the next thing that you need to focus on is getting results. Again, you're really starting to hear a lot of the regrets that I have and things that I would change if I were starting my business over. But this is one thing that I did not do enough. I wish I took the time to engage with the people that were purchasing my courses and my digital products. I wish I would have got them on the phone and got their real advice and their feedback and their thoughts on my programs and my products, because that would have helped me really speed up formulating a program that gets results. Instead, I was just kind of guessing. I was taking my experience at bay. I was like, this is what I did to get the results. This is what they need to do to get results, which isn't always true. Everybody has different experiences. And if I had engaged with those people that were purchasing my things and really understood, where their hurdles were or where those, roadblocks were, I would have been able to account for those. So the next round of people that would buy would get quicker results and want to tell me these results and want to shout it out. So like I said earlier, make sure you are really cultivating a community with these people. You're engaging with them, because when you're just getting started, you're just getting a few sales at a time, and you need to take time out of your day to focus. Remember, we're really talking about the things that we should be focused on. Instead of sitting there scrolling Instagram or maybe doing reels, we need to put the time into getting results with the people that have purchased our products. This is something I'm taking to heart. In fact, the last round of Video Strategy Academy that we opened, I had people who paid in full book a 15-minute call with me for free. I've had over 20 15-minute calls in the last 2 weeks, and the information and the feedback and the insight really that I'm getting from these people is basically writing my content plan, making me think about new products, new programs, thinking how I can improve Video Strategy Academy. It has been a literal gold mine, and I wish I would have done this much sooner. And really hearing from your target audience is just gonna make your business grow faster. It's just gonna allow you to create more money and increase your conversion rates, because you're gonna be able to create better content. That content is gonna get more traffic to your sales page. It's gonna help you write better copy, so it's gonna be increasing your conversion rates on your sales page. It's gonna be helping those people get better results now that you clearly understand them and you've created this system for them with them in mind. And you're gonna get better results, which again is going to increase your conversion rates to help you sell more. All right, if you've made it this far in this video, I would love to know if this is really helping you figure out what you should be focusing on. Type in the comments below "focus" so I know you are starting to have a clear idea where you should really be focusing your time as an entrepreneur. Now, we talked about squirrel syndrome, right? And shiny object syndrome. I got you here. Let's talk about how we can diagnose that, because if you are constantly being pulled away from these things that you should be focused on, what can you do to pull yourself back? The first thing that I've done is unfollow people. Even if it's people that you like, but if you see them opening a new program or offering a new product, that's going to pull you away from what you really need to focus on right now. So try to unfollow people for a little bit of time, or maybe mute them on Instagram if you find yourself, going down that rabbit hole. Maybe unfollow them, their newsletter. So again, you can stay focused on the things we talked about in this particular video so you can start to generate that consistent monthly revenue. You also want to sit down and audit your time, like literally get a piece of paper and write down all the things you're doing every single day. And for about a week, look at that list and what can be cut, right? What isn't what we talked about here today? I know Instagram sucks us in. I get it. TikTok sucks us in. So we just need to see that on paper to be like, oh, yeah, I am doing that. And so then you're aware of it. So you can be pulled back into the things that you need to focus on to, again, make that consistent monthly revenue. And start to adjust all of that list on how you can be focused on revenue generating tasks. is this task that I'm doing helping me create content that is going to get more people on my email list? Maybe it's sending out an affiliate offer, which is going to help you make more money, right? Like if you're an affiliate for somebody or you have affiliate products that you like to talk about, that's going to help you make money. You could also ask current clients for referrals, current students or members in your programs or people who have bought your digital products for referrals. Hosting a webinar is a great revenue generating activity. Hosting a workshop, maybe even going live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and even upselling previous clients or current students or members in your program for a new program that you have or a program they may not even know that you have available. These are the types of revenue generating tasks you should be thinking about and incorporating into your weekly plan. Now, I mentioned how I'm taking a minimalist approach to my business this year and still planning to hit over $500,000 in revenue. If you want to see what are the things that I'm doing and how am I transitioning to a minimalist business approach, watch the video that's on your screen right now because it's literally walking you through everything that I'm doing this year to stay focused, hit that revenue goal, and not do so much.